Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome. Welcome back. There's a crab Krieg in the back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Barovia, through the mists, up in the high mountains, in a resplendent dining room, at Strahd Vonzarevich's pleasure. But before we jump into that whole thing, let me very quickly give a few shout-outs. First and foremost, to all of you lovely people here already, thank you for jumping in and being there, waiting for us. Thank you, Apsy, for the bits, as always, an absolute pleasure. Quest Junkies UK's in the place, Lucia, thank you. And North Shore DM as well. Hey everyone, if you get the chance, check out North Shore DM and their great Ghosts of Siltmarsh. Always nice to see some of that original Greyhawk goodness in the streams. Okay, so let us carry on. And whilst not everyone is able to join us here live as we are playing, we'll give a big shout out to the VOD squad, as always, who catch up with the story when they get the chance. And, of course, a big hi hello to our friends down under at Syrinscape for bringing us all the wonderful sound effects and music to go with this fantastic campaign. Give them a check. There's lots of freebies to try out, and when you fall in love, you can become a super siren and get access to all of their amazing content. The music is also coming at you from Dark Fantasy Studio. And also over on YouTube, a couple of channels, RPG Music Maker Travis Savoy and Epic Journey. And finally, over on Patreon, Will Savino. Fantastic RPG music for all occasions. Now, look at the VOD on YouTube and the information of those videos if you want to find out where you can see all that goodness. Now, that said, let us remember just what was going on last time we were here in the beautiful, picturesque mountain valley of Barovia. Secluded mountain getaway, although it is difficult to get away from the getaway, but last week...
Because I knew.
Last week, on the shores of Lake Baratok, you were huddled outside the old Mage's Tower, now the base of Ayamaris, who you folks in chat would probably know better as Rictavio, aka Van Richten. And you were deciding what to do, how best to go about rescuing your friend, the kick-ass sword maiden that she is, Esmeralda. After Strahd Vonzarevich swooped down and tore her away from you in the swamps of Berez, carting her off back to his castle, you decided that the best way was to accept the dinner invitation that had been sent to you, and to just get the lay of the land and try and figure out how best to proceed from there. But another option presented itself, as our Aarakocra Ranger, Krieg, was fiddling around with all of these magical items that you had gathered in Berez, trying to decide what they were doing, and getting frustrated as only a teenager can, and starting to bang them together and do things that were perhaps ill-advised. Nope, definitely ill-advised, as some kind of critical mass was reached, and with a woof of wild magic, all of the various magical resonances of the items just ricocheted off each other and amplified each other, and a wild magic shockwave was released throughout the region. Many things happened. as on that wild magic surge, you rolled that 1 on the D100, which means you had to roll a further 10 times. And people were turned invisible. People were poisoned. A Modron was summoned from Mechanus. And all kinds of madness ensued. But it left you invisible, stealthy, ideally situated to infiltrate the big bad's castle. So, it was decided that after a short detour to freak out the guards at Vallaki as you drove on these riderless, horseless carts, as poor Maxine as well, your Harper-speaking horse, was also turned invisible by the shockwave, as well as all of those little bunny rabbits and fish wondering where all their friends went. Now, you creaked and mysteriously emerged from the fog, invisible on your invisible horse-drawn carts, and indeed the guards at Vallaki were royally freaked out. But having had your fun, you made your way around the outskirts of the village and continued to the east, towards that little abode that we can see up on that hilltop in our map on the stream. Now, as you passed through those monstrous gates, that's the one right there. As you passed through those monstrous gates of Barovia once more, Haunted Testy, thank you. You found yourselves at the crossroads. One way leading back down out of these hills, down towards Madame Eva's Vistarni camp and the village of Barovia. But the yet untrodden way led off higher into the mountains, up to the east, up towards the looming towers and dark walls of Castle Ravenloft. Dark, much like the horses and the carriage that awaited you at the crossroads. You decided to abandon your own carriages and take the transport provided as you all clambered in to this well-appointed... Sorry, Emma, a bit of echo there. Into this well-appointed black carriage, and the jet-black horses pulled away, pulling the cart to the east, up towards the rather rickety, dangerous-looking drawbridge of the castle, but safely over its expanse and into the courtyard as the rain lashed down, thunder crashed, and lightning flashed around the skies as night drew in on the eve of your dinner with Count Strahd von Zarovich. Now, after you made your way inside into the sumptuous, if slightly faded and aged luxury of the castle, in the main hall, the main... Ooh. Apsy, thank you so much. Wow. Okay, everyone, enjoy your subscriptions, care of our good friend Apsy. Check him out if you want some really good FPS streams and other gaming streams. Always really good stuff. Go and have a look. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, as Rahadin came down the grand staircase and met you in the hall, he seemed to, whilst not acknowledging or speaking directly to you in any way, he seemed to be aware of the invisible members of your party as he deftly moved around them, even as the screams of his victims that surround him always came and filled your ears and filled your hearts with sorrow. It was then that he led Krieg, ostensibly alone, towards the dining room as you heard the strains of a large pipe organ being played with vigor. You came. What did you remember?
Oh, I lost the note. There was a UCAS email. I've been waiting for a UCAS email for months.
Yes.
But it was a mistake email.
Oh, damn it.
Foolish of them.
Rude.
How dare they?
Rude.
I've set up alerts so that I'll get a notification whenever I get an email from them, and I just clicked on it. No. Sorry. This is fine.
As you entered the dining room with the grand chandeliers hanging over a heavily laden table, all sorts of delicious foods, fresh vegetables, delicious looking fruit laid out ready for your evening's dinner. The Count finished playing his organ and turned to meet you all and sat at his side, enjoying the music, was Esmeralda, but not as we knew her. Changed considerably, looking a good deal vampire as Lady Vanta Blackspire showed her first flush of color to her face, I think, in the whole adventure.
Strahd took her to Hot Topic.
I'd say she's blushed at Sarah before.
But Ayamaris was truly concerned as to what had happened to Esmeralda in the short time she had been at the castle, taken from you only earlier the same day. She rose quietly to her feet, and as Strahd came to her side and addressed her as sister, he revealed her many faces, changing as she did from Esmeralda, then into a cleric of the Raven Queen, one that had met Lady Vanta in Waterdeep and sent her on her way towards Daggerford to get involved with this whole thing. Then quickly changing once more into Kamaria Shattermast, the Harper agent and friend of Asara Bell, who she was sent to look for in Ravenloft. And then once more, changing into the Vistarni girl, Damia, friend of Krieg and Xenicus, who had met them on the Sword Coast, and then again at Madame Eva's camp, becoming quite attached to Xenicus, it seemed. And then finally, into Lady Morwen Daggerford herself, the one who brought you all together and sent you into the Misty Wood on the trail of werewolves who had kidnapped some children and brought you into Barovia itself. But let's not forget one more. As the figure shifted its appearance one last time into the mother of the Bone Grinder Hags, the one who tore out Danica's throat, depriving the Were-Raven Keepers of the Feather, one of their key leaders, and the Matikov family of their wife and mother. And then Strahd had a good chuckle to himself. Let's eat. Please, everyone, don't stand there on attention, on parade, or whatever it is you're doing. Please. There are seats for all. Where are those wives of mine? Rahedin. Tell them dinner is ready. And Rahedin nods at once, sir, and disappears out into the main hall again. Come on, you two. Drinks, drinks. And you look up for the first time, and dressed in slightly antiquated but very formal attire, you see, bearing trays, very skillfully kept at the right angle, as they walk down the walls and down to the floor, a couple of vampire spawn, who gesture for you to be seated, and starts to fill the glasses at the table. Yours, with bottles that are bearing the mark of the Wizard of Wines, where the Martikovs make the wines of Barovia. And then some different bottles at the head of the table. Bottles without any label. And the Count says, all of them at the moment. Strahd sits, of course, at the head of the table. And he kind of toodaloos to the bone grinder hag, who kind of hobbles out and leaves the room with Rahadin.
I will sit next to Strahd. Oops.
You probably beat
Amesies
it
across from Vanta.
He smiles and gestures graciously, and the vampire spawn step up to your side and immediately fill your glass as you take a seat.
Take a seat next to Fanta.
Which bottle?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll sit
Seneca
opposite the neighbors.
ever is terrified of bladder bottle.
A feeling that the
Which bottles are
unlabeled
they filling up?
bottles-
Oh, one at a time, one at a time. Your glasses with the labeled bottles from the Wizards of Wine. The Strahd's glass with the unmarked bottle.
I have a feeling that those unmarked
Can I eye
bottles
it?
are homebrew.
Mm-hmm.
And Strahd looks up at you, Craig. He's like,
I'm just gonna
oh,
roll.
indeed, it is all in-house.
This just heavy breathing, trying to hold it all in. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Medicine check on the thing that's in my glass before I drink it, just to make sure it's not blood. 19 plus 7, 26. It's not blood, right?
It's too thin, too
What is
watery.
it?
No, it's definitely wine. Yes, it's that
Sweet.
champagne de
What's in his
stomp.
cup
I
is
think it's called
definitely
champagne de
blood.
stomp. Alicia, you can't tell. Sorry, he's it's not a glass. It's like a steel goblet with nice gems encrusted around the top.
It's very fancy.
Please, everyone. The vampire spawn gesture. There's one male, one female.
I drink and I'll say to Strahd, with the intention of insight check after, to see what I can glean. Interesting that your sister didn't stay for dinner to chat.
A busy woman.
And I'm looking for a hint that there might be a reason for that, because Asara doesn't believe that his sister was all that he said she was. She thinks the sister didn't stay, so we couldn't question her about all her supposed identities.
Okay. So
All that mess.
I like that. I like that, actually. That's really interesting.
please.
Yep.
Can I reach across the table and just as Asara's lifting her glass, cheers, and with that little contact to give her guidance?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's cute. All right, I'm sorry. Guidance is D8 or D4.
D4,
Four,
D4.
I believe. Yes.
Not much, but it's all I can do.
Yep. Insight check. Oh, Confederate Captain. She's a very busy woman. She has a windmill to rebuild for starters after this ungrateful lot burnt it to the ground.
With guidance, I got 18.
Hey, she was gonna turn us into pie.
No. You're too old.
That makes it so much worse.
It does. That makes it so much.
We wouldn't taste that good.
Okay.
Pie.
Sorry, bear with me. Okay. You sense that yeah, he's definitely not telling you everything. Like, I love Emma. Emma, as soon as you said that, everyone starts spamming the pie emote. Pie. We just missed Pie Day,
The power
unfortunately.
of the pie.
It's our first
Aw.
our first session after Pie Day.
That's too bad.
If Sunday was Pie Day, today can be Dream Pie Day.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
It's lunchtime. I'll have to make the check soon.
Absolutely, Converter Captain, absolutely. So, let us stop keeping you standing around like lemons and bring you over to this sumptuous dining room.
I don't like the idea that this is a
I'm
map.
allergic to lemon.
I don't like maps. Maps generally mean bad things. We're gonna
Well, bad luck, because this entire castle is mapped out for your pleasure, sir.
Of course it is.
I have the map at home because I'm gonna run Strahd for
stand at the table.
some of my friends back home eventually.
Oh, that.
Oh yeah, we're on the table, like Breakfast Club style.
Yeah, look at the pet organ, it's amazing.
That is.
Tryptophobia for sure.
Don't worry, Rifter Man. Strahd is being a very gracious host. You have support in chat, guys.
So you get the
6th level?
Tryptophobia
They're
is
just
just
kids, don't
fear
kill
of, like-
them.
Oh wait, I wanna. Yeah, wait. That's where we wanna be.
Yeah.
If
Now,
Sarah's
where's-
opposite me.
Where's Iron-Mars? Let me get Iron-Mars as well. Named NPCs.
Ooh, I forgot he was here.
Rictavio. He's the only one that was invited.
Bent and I are both sitting on the table together.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay, I would like
the grid
to,
is not
I
playing.
would like to dispute the claim that he was the only one who invited, because Strahd turned up in a strop to us personally when we went to the swamp, and Rictavio wasn't there.
That's true, that's
So,
true.
And he told us to come,
boom,
or
he
else.
wants us
basically.
there. He can't hide it.
Okay, Rictavio's gonna go power mode and take the other end of the table and just sit there glaring at Strahd directly.
Probably wise and good for us.
Just clasping onto the top of that cane of his, which inside you know is his rapier. And Strahd is just looking over the top of his wine glass at Rictavio just the whole time. Sorry, Iron-Mars the whole time. And so, as you take your seats and your glasses are filled, the Count raises his. Welcome. Welcome to my home. And welcome to Barovia. And he takes a long drink and licks a little off his top lip as he finishes. And you?
Vanta would have definitely interrupted his toast by just clugging it.
Iron-Mars drinks his too.
What does it smell like?
Wine. Good wine.
What? Good wine?
Yeah. Good, very nice dry red wine.
Mine as well.
No white wine in this house.
Yeah, this has not at all.
Nor in mine either.
Not even a rosé.
Sod that stuff. No. Dry Chilean reds and nothing else. Sorry, I'm fussy in my old age.
I understand.
Well, that's the question, isn't it, Confederate? Yeah.
Zedekis definitely like sniffs it for a long time, and then like only after everyone else is drunk, he kind of just goes like really begrudgingly takes the smallest sip and puts it back down.
Absies, for the love of God, don't drink it.
Well, too late now.
Ah, too late! We did it!
as
Boom.
if it was ever gonna be ignored.
I'm already addicted to pies. Getting addicted to wine's not that bad.
So, you
Can I make one more check?
for what? Sorry.
Can I make one more check before I think, because I feel like he's probably gonna go into his like villain monologue, and I just want to make sure one thing: is he fully corporeal? Is he here, or is this?
Okay, give me a perception check.
Yes. Also, can you let me into Syrinscape?
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry.
10 plus 7, 17.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way, yeah. He seems like the real deal. Exit.
Interesting.
Done.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do you remember this music from Avernus?
Yep.
Where's my Plague Doctor mask? It's somewhere.
I'm
Okay.
green already.
Triggered.
A green mist starts to spill into the room.
No.
As priests of Talona come pirouetting through the door. No, that does not happen. But the doors do open.
Nope.
And trolleys are wheeled in by two other people safely walking on the floor, you're happy to see. As... Good lord. Stop being like that.
Craig
Sorry,
finds
excuse
it
me.
quite boring that they are walking on the floor.
He's disappointed by this.
Very intrigued at the spawn walking down the wall.
Now, there's a very interesting figure pushing the main trolley with this large copper soup tureen on it, and a certain amount of bowls and a ladle and spoons and the like. As you see a hunched figure kind of pushing this trolley in, and the left side of his face is covered with lizard scales. He has the ears of a panther, and as he comes into the room proper, you can see his left foot looks like a duck's webbed foot, and his arms have patches of dog fur on them. As he wheels this in, he's like, "Soup is served, sir."
Does he look like he's been stitched together?
No.
Interesting.
But Strahd looks up and he's like, "Ah, yes, very good, Cyrus. Please, would you and Gertruda serve?" And this girl comes in behind him with a long dress on, high-necked collar, and kind of almost vacant-looking eyes. And the two of them serve this delicious-smelling, Krieg, especially you, reminiscent of certain things from the High Forest, mushroom soup is served with freshly baked bread. And Strahd sees your reactions, and he's like, "Ah, yes, my Vistani friends travel far and wide, no expense spared for my special guests."
We feel special.
Splendid.
Very welcome.
Now, as I want to try, actually, let's see if I can quickly. So I want to take too
Suddenly looks
long.
around, follows a Jarmic.
Cyrus.
Syrinscape.
I'm just gonna see if I
Just
can
animal sounds.
find him for you.
The sound of a dog's arm fur.
It's very specific. Very specific.
Syrinscape.
A single wet, flappy
As-
dog foot slapping on the ground.
As the food is served and you'll start
Sound
eating,
set.
Strahd says to you, "So,
Quack quack.
as I said, welcome to the lands of Barovia. Have you heard our tale?"
You have many.
At least twice.
Pieces.
He raises an eyebrow. "Yes, my armies and I liberated this area from the tyrant that had it under his gauntleted fist, and a crazed religious order. Dragon-worshipping cultists that we put to the sword. Here is the magnificent Cyrus Bellevue, serving your soup. Hello.
Oh,
Oh, I love him. Friend.
Oh no. No, don't. It's gonna be so sad when we have to kill him then.
I like this little
Aw.
goblin thing in his pouch.
It says, yes, yes.
What is that lurking in there? Little eyes peeking out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it. I like him. No. He's like Ratchet, but in like a fun way. So, oh god. Where to even start? How did we get here? What are we doing?
So what exactly
Casual.
determined the how can I say this? The morality of these cultists that you dispatched?
Oh, we did not wait around to debate theology with them. We merely dispatched of them. And now the people of Barovia prosper. Ugh, not to mention the crazed druids and their archaic faith that was running rampant throughout this whole region.
Not a fan of religion then.
No, I wouldn't say so. Let me show you
Wouldn't
one more picture.
Ooh.
This is the other one who's
Soup.
serving your soup.
Gertrude.
Gertruda.
Different.
She looks like Bella Poge on TikTok.
That's going way over all of our heads, Emma, sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe someone in chat is way before you. Any young people in chat?
It's very neat.
You have Chimera Igor, and an Eagle. Serving.
She looks like Victoria from The Corpse Bride. How about that one?
Okay, there we go.
Maybe that one.
Yeah, there we go.
So, yes, I originally came here with my family, but alas, they are no longer with us in this world.
Oh, they are.
I'm sorry?
They're still with me. Did you not know that?
What do you mean?
Your mother and father, I assume.
I'm sorry?
They're always with you,
I can
of
tell you
course.
more.
Like tries to like kick Banta under the table.
Vanta is going to make an insight check. Natural one.
Shit.
Yep, that is
Yeah.
appropriate.
That is
That
prime
is
Banta.
acceptable.
That is prime Banta, that is.
Stop kicking me.
Ayamaris speaks up. He's like,
Zeneca,
Well,
your
we've-
shoe caught.
we've heard your story, Count, but surely you invited us here to hear ours. And Strahd is like, yes, I would like to hear more about our most recent guests. And he looks over at you, Craig. One thing I was curious about, did you arrive with these people, or did you arrive with your kin in the mountains?
Craig is like, he's holding his spoon like this, and he's like eating soup, and he's like, oh, right, in the mountain. No, I came with them. I have actually no idea who those are.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, all I know about the history of my people is that we come from the plane of air, and I guess just kind of landed in this plane and sort of tribed off in different directions.
Intriguing. I must go and pay your kin a visit in the mountains. See what they're all about.
Everyone, no.
Frigg is conflicted because he has no direct allegiance to this other tribe of Arapatra.
Yeah, right.
Like, the tribes are very insular, so it's like he is a little perturbed, but he knows that he can't really do anything to stop Strahd. So he's like, you know, as long as his tribe is safe, he's not gonna.
Top off like any other 16-year-old would.
Right.
Thanks, Wetbluff. Okay. So, he says maybe Rahadin could use some mountain air.
What exactly do you intend to do?
Oh, what should I say? A fact-finding mission?
Some diplomatic action. Okay.
And you, Lady Asara,
On the other side of his beak.
what is your story? Sorry, I might start echoing again.
Oh no, you know what I don't have up is my whole thing that I told.
You're just going to tell him everything? Thank you.
I'm whatever I told the Vistani girl that we danced with,
Mm-hmm.
the Zinnikas danced with. I don't remember what I told her, but it was like some long something about I'm a serial do-gooder, blah 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 blah. That was bullshit. I don't have that up right now though. I am here from the Underdark, so.
Really? I wasn't going to say anything. I thought discretion would be the word.
Everyone knows. Like, everyone knows she does this.
But you had chosen
Nothing
to
to be
present
ashamed of.
this way, and that is your choice.
How respectful of you, sir.
My pleasure.
She's clearly like disgusted. Like, what a strange thing to be hospitable.
Can I just take a moment and have you all appreciate what everyone except Krieg is seeing, which is
Don't look.
a group of empty chairs with spoons rising from soup bowls to invisible mouths. As you are all still invisible.
Yeah.
Sarah looks disgusted, but nobody knows.
Yeah. We are, aren't we?
I don't think the way
We
you
just had to guess. Wait,
Zinnikas kicked
we have to
Vanta.
retcon. His thing. We have to retcon.
Well, no, 'cause
that when we all took
Vanta
our
was
seats, we
speaking,
all
so-
went for the same one and had to go like, oh, sorry.
Shit.
We
We all
all
went for
like
the one next to Strahd.
simultaneously bumped into one another. Oh no.
yes, Rifterman, they have the Tome of Strahd. Just the one so far, right?
We know where the
Oh
sword
no,
is.
and the Amulet of Ravenkind as
Amulet.
well. Yes.
And we know where the sword is, we just couldn't make the detour in time to
Yes.
get it before coming here.
Yeah, right. So he's like, interesting. Well, welcome to the surface world.
Oh, I don't need welcome. I've been up for a while, so
I see.
appreciate it though. When I said everyone knows, I meant like the entirety of Barovia when I did this. Not that you can see me. My
But
tarot card reader and our new friend with his horse-drawn carriage and
The Modron.
the Modron knows. Everyone knows.
The Modron hasn't technically seen you yet, so it's fine.
I think there would be a certain nostalgic vibe to this, Sarah. As good Underdark mushroom soup. It's all mushrooms down there.
I look disgusted, and then I'm like, ooh, keep eating it.
It's like, damn you having food I enjoy! We're trying to be angry with you.
Now,
This
come
is
on,
good.
Alicia in chat, don't try and retcon yourself
Gourmet
there.
angst.
I know you meant morons, and which of them were you calling a moron? And why was it Xenicus?
Hey!
Ooh.
The spice.
That hurt.
sorry.
Look,
No.
Speaking of
One
Xenicus, he looks to you.
1d10 psychic damage there.
Strahd turns to you. He's like, and Xenicus, how are you finding your time here? Have you connected with your brethren at all?
No.
Oh, you should pay them a visit.
Why?
Oh, maybe they can give you some tips. You're all rather new to this, aren't you?
It's like Vanta's like whispering so loudly in his ear. He's trying to focus on what Strahd's saying.
I think this is Emma and Steph. Like,
Just.
I
sorry.
was going to ask, but
We're interrupting the flow. We had the same thought at the same time. We needed to let each other know, where are the children?
are they still serving at your beck and call?
Yes, they are good doggos.
Like you just see instantly the face changed. Right? Like it was about to ask a question, just instant frown. Nobody but the party calls him a good doggo.
And by the way, whenever any of you finish your glass, one of the vampire spawn just gracefully walks down the wall and comes to refill your glass before disappearing into the shadows of the ceiling again.
Xenicus moves his cup around to see how good they are at trying to filling it up. While they're trying to pour it, he's moving the glass.
They stop and patiently wait for you to stop moving the glass.
Nick is being like, ooh.
He's just trying to be as annoying as possible because he's so angry. He's having to take it out in little ways because he knows he can't take it out on Strahd.
By the way, Vanta, with your passive perception,
Hi.
you notice something a little interesting.
Yes.
Oh no.
Ooh.
As the there's a male and female vampire spawn doing the pouring of the wine, adjacent drinks, and as the male vampire spawn goes to fill Strahd's glass, he does so, and Strahd looks up at him and half smiles, and as he turns to go back to the wall and retreat to the shadows above, he kind of reaches out and almost tries to stroke Strahd's cheek, and Strahd bats his hand away, and he looks really pissed off. The vampire spawn looks really pissed off as well.
Oh, that's not good. He's an incel.
Careful, you get spammed on Twitch.
Husband. No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Uncle.
Sorry, poor chat's been sat there looking at Gertruda the whole time. Excuse me.
Oh yes, they have.
There you go. Come back to dinner. It's not with the dynamic lighting. It's somewhat restrictive view here, but there you go. And so, Xenicus, what is your story?
Which part?
Anything you would care to share?
Clearly got bitten.
If only I'd gotten to you first.
Let's be
that
glad that
was
didn't
really
work.
cringe.
Yeah, like there's
That's
definitely like cringe from everyone else. Like they're just like, Yeah,
Quick explanation for Riftoman here. Riftoman, the gentleman sat at the opposite end of the table from Strahd is going by the name Iamaris in our campaign, and was Esmeralda and Zenicus here's blood hunter senpai and teacher back in the day before disappearing and showing up here as Rictavio. So yes, they do know who Van Richten is, but not by that name. That Iamaris standing under the table is our Van Richten.
Asara would have definitely been like leaning forward, like, oh shit, we don't know how this bit happened. I just wanna. And then,
It's like,
and then
yes, go on.
as soon as Strahd said that, she'd be like,
not a conversation I want to hear right now. No. But I mean, after that, I was trained very vigorously in how to kill your kind, so that was always good fun.
I hope you've been practicing.
Yes, actually, I have. Just Zenicus remembering the fact that we killed that vampire spawn down in the
Yeah,
crypt.
right?
Yep.
Well, anything else to share?
I mean, you know what you know, don't you? I don't see how we could give you any more information that you haven't already gleaned from your spies.
Yes. Well, what can I say? The people of Barovia are so thankful for our custody of their delightful vale here that they are willing to help me out and deliver little bits of information that they hear around the place to Rahadin and the others.
Isn't it Vanta's turn?
Oh, yes. Lady Blackspire,
It's hard to remember.
what brought
It's
you
alright,
down
I
from the
think
mountains?
I wonder if you don't already know.
I'm rather embarrassed to confess that I don't. It is unusual for people of your order.
If there were more people of my order to set a precedent, I'm sure that would be the case.
Oh, you have to
However,
excuse
I
me.
made an exception to the rules.
My knowledge of the Sword Coast and its regions is somewhat dated.
Clearly. Regardless, I am here not on any mission of my own, not on any mortal mission, but for a much greater purpose.
Indeed.
One
What might-
which
what
we
might
will
that be?
come to. You. Sir.
Oh, I'm flattered.
You cannot. She kind of just looks at him and just kind of goes like, ugh. You cannot see yourself from an outsider's perspective how repulsive your form is.
Zenicus nods along at that.
Decaying. Slowly. Certainly. In this body.
Oh,
An immortal does not belong in a mortal world.
but that's just it, isn't it? I don't. I am
And
forever.
can you be certain that you will not always?
So far, so good.
Say that
I
about any of
rather
us again.
prefer to gamble in certainties.
If you're willing to attempt to prove me wrong, give it your best shot, my dear.
Oh, you misunderstand me. I won't need to lift a finger against you. Not unless it's willed by the Raven Queen, of course. I expect you to want this. To ask me willingly.
You're taking all his lines, Vanta.
Fascinating, fascinating. Well, I'm very glad that you came by for dinner. If you have such an irresistible offer. But now, let us not...
Immortality.
I already have it.
Do you?
Yes.
Funny. She just kind of looks at him and just kind of... Funny.
Do not...
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Do not mix me up with any little... And he kind of scowls up at the ceiling, the dark recesses of the carvings of the buttresses up onto the top of the room. Do not mistake me for any mere vampire spawn, or any lesser, such as... And he flashes a side eye at Iamaris. Janda Sunstar. I am quite separate from them.
But there is no you and them. There is only one immortality, and that is life after death, which persists in perpetuity forever, and can be brought into this realm by the Raven Queen and her bears, and taken away and brought back.
Can it indeed? Then where is she?
I know it to be
She
true.
has been absent from this vale for many, many centuries.
How small is this vale compared to everywhere else she calls her domain?
Beggars can't be
A
choosers.
humour. You could always beg to me. Maybe I'd be willing to give you something.
Zedicus is absolutely impressed right now. Like, he is so proud of Vanta.
Strahd, when we first met, I told you that I am not afraid to die, and I still hold that belief.
Good.
Nothing could instill that fear up in me.
Okay. Well, I'm afraid I've only really just gotten started, so let's revisit that statement in a little while, shall we?
Wiggles.
I'm scared, but I'm fantastic.
And your story?
Anything not in the official version?
Oh, you have to work a little harder than that, I'm afraid.
Give us the unearthed arcana.
You have to come up to
Oh, we
Icewind Dale
should
for
have
that.
called our cards. Now we have nothing to trade.
Nothing to what, dear?
I said we should have held our cards. Now we have nothing to trade. You get all this from all of us, all your questions answered. We just want to hear the story that everyone already knows.
Nothing to trade. I wonder if that's the case.
I feel like we've walked into something.
Mothball?
Character.
Iamaris is clawing at his throat
Oh.
and turning a rather interesting shade of purple.
Zedicus leaps out of his chair to grab him.
What's going on?
Strahd leans back with his glass. Nothing to trade. I wonder. Please, I can't breathe.
And what did we give you to stop this?
Like just holding him, trying to like cut, like take off the top of like his shirt and stuff, just trying to open up, help him open up.
Krieg.
Can I cast Aura of Vitality on myself?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck it, Maris, yeah.
Like, Imaris,
No,
no.
no, no.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Cast yourself,
Just
cast
the way
yourself.
it's phrased.
Radiates from
Oh,
you.
yeah.
When it was phrased.
No.
30-foot radius. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but if he's suffocating, this will keep giving him hit points.
Just to keep him from
So
dying.
I don't know what that means.
Oh no!
So
That's...
he will slowly die of asphyxiation forever.
Krieg, as
Yeah.
you're sat at the table enjoying your mushroom soup,
This feels like what Banter would do.
2 pairs of hands from vampire spawn who have come down the wall behind you grab your arms. Forgive me if I've got this wrong. I believe I'm remembering this correctly. And haul you to your feet with
Yeah.
inhuman strength. And Strahd regards you. You have my journal. Give it to me.
Huh.
And I will tell you how to save your friend. Give it to me now!
Easy.
Take out-
It's here in my pouch.
You take out the Tome of Strahd.
Yeah.
You point, and the male vampire spawn that had this slight altercation with Strahd before looks where you're pointing and reaches in. Is it there?
As far as I know, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Zedekus looks so stricken, like he's can't decide whether to let you do that
This whole
or
time.
not let you
Don't
do
wanna-
So
that.
I'm not going to RP this the whole time, but Iris is constantly choking and spluttering.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Zedekus looking like back between them, like, no, don't give him the book. Wait, no, fuck, yes, give him the book. Wait, no, don't give him the book. Yes, no, fuck, give him the book.
And Escher, as that is his name, reaches into the pouch and with a triumphant smile draws out the Tome of Strahd. My lord, it is here. And Strahd looks at him. Bring it here, bring it here. And Escher lets go of your arm, and the female spawn moves around behind you and clasps both of your shoulders, not pinning your arms to your side or anything, but just keeping hold on. And Escher walks up the room and offers the Tome of Strahd to Strahd himself, who takes it, closes his eyes briefly, and smiles. Ah, that was easier than I thought. Now, about your aging friend over there. There is a way to save him. One very specific way.
Well,
But-
go on.
I'm not just going to give it to you. Where's the fun in that? I think it's only right that his saving angel, his beloved Esmeralda, be the one that saves him. I know you were all concerned that I had sent her to an early grave. That is not true. Perhaps an early catacomb? If you can find her, she has the antidotes. He leans back. And as he leans back, his form just starts to kind of dissipate into that mist that you've seen him change into before. And he just disappears into mist, and the mist goes over and disappears through cracks in the wall around the pipe organ and vanishes.
Damn it! I was just
Don't
about to
have a
flip the
time limit.
I was just about to flip the table on him.
And IMRS locks eyes with you, Asara, and he's like,
Still from the table. I think.
"Go now!"
And we go.
And
Zeneca,
he claws his way up onto the table and just swipes with his arm, and all the food and everything clatters onto the floor, and he just rolls over and collapses onto the table, heaving and trying to force any air that he can into his lungs. And the two vampire spawn left behind move to the door, swing it open, and gesture across the way, when before you were fairly distracted by the organ music and Rahadin and the like. Now you can see directly across from the doors to the dining room a spiral staircase leading both up and down. And the doors opened and you're gestured on your way, and the two of them break into a run and leap through the window at the far end of the dining hall and disappear out into the thundery, rainy nights.
At all this, what's been going on, them leaving him, Zeneca's having no output for his anger, just instantly transforms, just the bones cracking, it just starts slamming the chairs and breaking them, but then it instantly jumps for the chair where Esmeralda was in and tries to catch that scent.
Yeah,
good
that's
idea.
a good idea.
And is just tries to catch the scent of Esmeralda to follow it, because he's desperate, he needs to do this right now.
The only sense... Well, actually, give me a perception check. Cough, 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 cough.
Perception plus 5, so that's 20, but not a natural 20.
Okay. You get a pretty good read on this scent, but it's the scent of smoke, baked goods.
Does it lead the way that we saw her leave?
Yes.
Then Zeneca starts kind of full forearm starting to run that direction.
No.
Okay.
I will follow, I guess.
Sorry, yeah,
I'm
go.
gonna try and run and catch up with him, and
Yeah.
I'm wolfed out. I'm gonna
Can I
yell.
ask
I'm
a
gonna be.
question? Are we in
I'm gonna be like,
midnight?
that's not the catacombs. That's not who he says he is. Shattermast was not that woman when we were in the Underdark. She was not that woman. I'm just yelling because I know I can't catch up to him. She was not that woman that Maxine met and knows. She's come back.
You're gonna have to roll something, because he's fury, bloodlust right now.
Well, lucky for me. Oh no, that's deception. Damn.
Okay, so I'm gonna send John a number. So.
That's okay, you can tell her if she's successful or
I
not.
think for Asara,
Okay.
What should I roll?
Perception. It would be
I think-
persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yes.
Or
Shit.
I think hearing this.
Well, this is going to be even easier with
Xanta
Zeneca's out of the
would
picture.
probably
Fantastic.
Reach
Yes.
out and hold Asara's arm and just say, if he has a scent, it might mean something, but I think we need to let him do this.
okay, bye, bro.
Well, I'm not leaving him alone.
Let him lead us.
Craig is going to start out the door to,
Just to clarify,
like,
Xanta didn't mean leave him alone. She meant let him lead them.
Zeneca's heading the opposite way.
No, Armaris is going to die. Strahd said that this is in the catacombs.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm completely turned around. I thought that was where Xenakis was heading. Okay.
Zeneca thinks he's
Xanta
heading
grabs
for.
Amaris' arm. No, Amaris. Vanta grabs Asara's arm and says, "We need to leave him behind. He's dead weight."
Yeah, Zedekis is just complete fury about everything that happened and hasn't because his transformation kicked in and that was not controlled. He doesn't realize that the catacombs is not where she went. Therefore, he doesn't realize that.
Following the scent, just 1 second. Following the scent, Zenicus, it curves round and goes out the main doors towards the courtyard, into the rain.
He's gonna start heading that direction.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna take a wee bit before they were gonna do
Asara?
stuff.
Okay, can I run and get within eye shot of him and shoot him with my short bow?
Yes.
He needs to stop.
Yep. Yeah.
Lure him to her. Like an
Alright.
animal.
I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna.
Good luck hitting him.
Yeah, that's my concern.
When I started the epic music, I didn't realize it was PvP music.
Oh shit, I got a 25.
Oh, then you do hit him.
Ooh. So, Asara, you go darting from the dining room. You see the retreating haunch of Zenicus. Level your bow. There's a sting and a buck, and you kind of skitter, and your legs go up from behind you, Zenicus.
Like knocks down. He just like in the bloodlust, like he's just like trying to figure it. Like looks at you, complete shock. Like you deaf. Like he just looks at you like what
Shock.
the fuck?
Shocked werewolf face. Oh. Hang on, where is it? There's one.
It's
There's
like
one
growl.
in the emotes. Shocked papa. Where's the shocked papa? Ah, it's not there. Where's it gone? Damn it. I'll go with
No!
So he's staring at you.
Poke
He's
jump
staring
snake
at you
instead.
and growling at you.
Oh.
How far away are we?
I got the impression like if that from that main hall, like you probably just went because this led in from the main hall, so I got the impression that he'd ran down the main hall stairs and you just leant out the room and just whacked him in the back of the leg. So he's still in the main hall. What I've got in my head.
You're in the entrance room, yeah.
Alright,
I think
that's
I'll
10
say to
piercing
Asara.
and...
Shit, yeah, good point.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's not good.
Wow.
I mean, that'll shock
I
enough
wouldn't
that he's
say
growling
it's
and looking at you. So.
Say again? That's alright.
Vanta cannot help you. She is zero charisma. You're on your own. Sorry.
Alright.
That's alright.
There he is.
I'm going to walk up to him because
Yes.
I genuinely do not fear Zenicus as he is right now. I can
Okay.
tell he's still there and he's
Sorry.
not jumping at me immediately.
I went on my own epic quest to find this emote, so this is Zenicus' shocked face.
Yes, good.
Okay, there we go. Oh!
Where am I looking?
It was done.
Well,
You
everyone
probably,
gave it for you too.
you probably missed it already. there you go. Thanks, Lucian Melon.
Ah, there.
Mate.
I'm gonna walk up to him with like my short bow, like
He actually is generally
to
quite
us,
tall and well formed, but he looks way bigger and scarier right now. He's like definitely looking up at him,
you're standing.
like standing
Okay.
at full like thing now. Like the idea of like you walking towards him, he's kind of tries to get big.
I turn it like
She's not a bear.
I have, but he practically. I'm gonna turn my crossbow like to the side out this way as I walk up, and I'm gonna be like, "You're chasing the wrong scent, and a man is dying.
Cough, cough, cough.
Lick your wounds, come on."
Cough, cough, cough.
And turn around and walk out. I thought you were barking, John, and I was like, "What is that supposed to be?"
Stop
Zenicus?
speaking for Zenicus. It's my character.
Cough, cough, cough.
Woof 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 woof. Stop speaking for me.
General choking noises.
Just translating.
I woof in this house.
No, you oofed in this house.
But yes. But at that, like, I think you have like shocked them enough, like especially the damage and the fact that you walked up to him. Like, you don't just walk up to a werewolf in rage, and he just like stops and thinks, and then realizes that this is not where the crypt is. He was getting fooled, and he is going to barrel past you. I think like still pissed that you hit him,
Verbal
but like
choice.
kind of barrel past you and then like go towards the crypts that were pointed at before.
Mm-hmm.
But it full sprint, so get them. You're just gonna like run right past Crick Panther.
Yes. You can
And I'm gonna run
use your
in and be
tokens if you
like,
like. Your
"Alright."
tokens are on the thing now. We have a map.
Oh, cool. So I'll go back to the way in, and then comes back. Barrel.
So yeah, sorry, you're out in that main bay there where Krieg is. Vanta's finishing her wine. Just watching all of this.
This was the stairs to the crypt, yes.
Are we
Uh,
moving on the? Are we moving? Okay.
Yeah, they pointed. Yeah, they pointed in that direction. Yes.
We all ran past you.
Like, he gets to the stairs and out, like, almost like kind of like angrily turns and looks at Asara before he decides on a stairway.
Look, man. And then you're already gone.
I know he's like looking, are we going up or down? Because clearly my decisions are not acceptable to you. Like, he's just completely like, it doesn't make sense, but he's so angry at everything.
As you look angrily at her, going like which way?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, it's a crypt. They're underground.
Like, before you, as soon as you say it's a, like, he's gone, he's down. It's like,
Okay.
This is the best.
So, everyone stop there for a second, and I shall move you down a level. And bring Lady Asara over here. Not Lady Asara, Lady Vanta, excuse me.
Lydia, Asara just got a promotion.
Welcome. Okay. So, first things first. Right, Alicia, totally. Ah, no, it's in the right place. Come back. Damn it.
Always ends up for the worst. I can 10 for the damage.
Think of another thing.
No, I mean, that worked. There's not a lot that would have worked, so.
All right.
The grief and, like, anger, like, the whole
Yeah.
situation is just, like, he changed because of that, not because he wanted to change.
Yeah, totally.
I understand that.
Okay.
I love that kind of decision.
Boom.
Well,
So-
decision, if you can call it that, like kind
Yeah,
of like
right.
thing.
Totally. Okay, so you go charging down the stairs and spinning round and spiraling down to the lower level, and you see the next level.
Actually, as Krieg is like sprinting down the stairs with everyone, he realizes that he can't see shit.
Can't
So
see.
he's gonna cast dark vision on himself.
There you go.
Now
He's going
go.
to what? He's going to
I
do
could've
what?
done
No,
that
what?
to you without. You know that Vanta can do that without
Wait.
making you lose a spell slot if you wanted to. But
It's
that's cute.
He's gonna. All right, yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, because she's done it to you before. hasn't
He'll-
she?
He, in the heat of the moment.
Okay, I will give
starts to do
everybody
it, like,
300
ah.
feet of dark vision.
Wow.
fine, thanks.
Yeah.
300
Eyes of
feet was a
night.
lot.
Okay, I'm just
Generally,
gonna
you only
I'm just gonna turn
This
on
only
global
lasts
illumination on the
for
map.
an hour, but I feel like it's gonna be.
have global illumination.
Yeah, this lasts for an hour, but I have a feeling that Victavia will be dead by then if we're not. So.
Well, does my
At least we
werewolf
have a nice
form.
little timer.
Yeah, my werewolf form's also an hour, hence I was like, we're gonna need an hour.
Sweet.
There you go. Is that good?
Vanta says, when you go blind again, Victavio is dead. So make sure you don't go blind.
Like, he turns out and growls at that, like, ah! Like, angrily at you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
She
Okay.
goes,
So- Chat is angry with the fog of war.
That was me. No.
So you come charging round that spiral staircase. Fluttering torches and iron sconces illuminate the way ahead of you, and a chill wind rushes down from above, down the circling stairway, seeming to kill any heat that the torches give off. And as you go charging down, you find yourself coming out onto a landing, and you can see ahead of you a short corridor. Now, let me get the little splurge here. So this is dusty 10-foot wide, 30-foot long corridor in front of you as you get to this landing. You can see that there's a flat ceiling 10 feet overhead, and then to the south, at the south end where you are, a cobweb-filled stairway spirals down further into darkness, and then at the north end of the hall there is a wooden door. What do you do?
Is it still into darkness?
Down.
If that would-
Xenakis is going to, again, barrel into that door and hope it's a push.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He's just like shoulder tackling it
So you're running to the door there?
and hoping it's a push door because he's just going to shoulder charge it.
Krieg is gonna hang by the stairs to wait for confirmation.
Okay. So you push open that door?
Yes.
Okay, you push open that door and you see a hall that stands. Actually, let me bring this down a little here.
While you're getting that sorted, I am going to be right
No,
back.
not that one. This one. Sorry,
Oh, okay. No, you got it.
ignore that one.
Oh,
No.
okay. Never mind.
Don't know why I just
I
selected that one.
liked it, but okay.
Oh, we
That's good.
liked it.
Oh, it's coming. Don't worry.
Never mind.
That's okay.
It's the worst. Thanks for the tester, though. Very sweet of you.
So, you come charging down that corridor, Xenakis, followed by Asara shortly after. But, I mean, Xenakis had a head start, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And
Like he's
you...
still sprinting.
Yeah, the door is unlocked and you throw it open, and beyond you see a hall that stands in deadly silence. Heavy beams support the sagging 10-foot-high ceiling above, and fog clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. Apart from that, you can't see anything else.
300 feet of dark vision.
You can see the entire room, which, sorry, I should show it to you.
I was going to say, like, I can't see the room yet.
Yep.
Then let us see the room, John.
Shut your face.
What's in the room? What's in the room?
Which direction is it?
There you go.
Madly charging. Rah.
Wait, I'm literally waiting on Xenakis.
So there's door.
You can see
of
lots,
doors.
lots of doors heading off, and then there's a series of bars across the end of the corridor there.
What can I vaguely see behind those bars?
Barrels,
Barrels, yes.
yes, and other non-katakumi things.
Like he turns back and goes, instantly turns back and like charges through the middle of everyone else to kind of as if he's going to try and head further down.
Seeing Xenakis coming back out the door, Krieg is going to bolt down the stairs.
Try and get ahead of him.
Yeah. Well, not to try to get ahead of him, but like seeing that this is clearly not it and trying to make the most of their time.
Okay. I'll return.
Okay, so you run, go start down the steps again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, you're amused. What does this mean?
It's good. It's good. It's good news. It's good news. Okay,
I had
So-
a hiccup.
allow me to take you on your journey as you go deeper into the bowels of Castle Ravenloft.
Hmm.
Come on, roll 20. You can do it. I believe in you. I just put global illumination on this map too. So give me the order as you come running down these stairs. Hey Dag, how you doing, mate? Cheers. Thanks for coming by.
Hello.
Krieg would be first.
First.
Probably Asara. And then
Well, Xenakis was ahead of
Vanta
me.
would stay a little bit behind Asara.
Me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Krieg,
Vanta
Xenakis,
will stay,
Asara,
yeah,
Vanta.
beside Asara.
Okay. Please do not drag and drop your things, okay? You move with your cursor keys, please. When you're moving around maps. In case it's important. I think that should do it. Okay, and you go turning and spinning round the stairs, spiraling further down.
Get the image. Xenakis is almost on the wall because it's like so tight.
Yeah, right. Nice. And you're just blasting through cobwebs, just like getting them out of the way. And you come down and you reach the bottom of the staircase. The staircase does not continue further down as you end up here. And I shall Krieg, as you get to the bottom first, I shall explain what you're seeing
Sure.
in just a moment. Where are we at? Here. Okay, so yeah, as you spill out of the bottom of the staircase and you end up in this corridor, you can see that the stairs descend into black, still water that fills an arched hallway in front of you. The water's surface is like dark mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by the twick, twick, twick of a drop falling from the ceiling as that rain is still pouring up above. 20 feet ahead of you, arched doorways lead downward from each side of the hallway. And in each arched doorway, there is an iron door that stands closed and partially submerged in the water. What do you do?
Krieg would head directly for this center, like this intersection right here.
Go for it. Go back one
Bing.
and roll me a D100.
Oh boy. All right.
It begins.
Don't worry, Zeneca's is going to barrel into the other one.
And 72. I don't know what it is with 70s in my.
Yeah, right? Last week it was
like
full of them.
5 or 6 of them. Yeah.
Okay, everyone. You see Krieg wade into that water. And as you splash, Krieg, you almost pick up pace a little. As from that southern doorway, the one you were aiming towards, you hear a voice cry out. Hello? Hello? Who's there? Please, somebody help! And you start thinking, yes, I'm coming. And you start wading through the water. And as you step, let me check one thing.
I need to get mine. Because Zeneca's not going to stop.
Okay. Yeah, this is all happening instantaneously. But we have a wolfman just followed us. Wolfman following the wolfman. Welcome. More wolves, the better. Okay. So you see as Krieg starts wading through the water towards these doorways, these passageways off to the sides, and as he does so, there is a whoosh, and the water and all of that area around and things just rockets up around him, and you just see him get pulled down under the water. It's happening a lot this week, Michael. And Krieg,
Yeah.
you are up here.
What?
So what I imagine. Oh, my sense.
Just zoom out a little bit for chat.
So this is going to be really, really interesting because, like, I get the impression that when he gets dragged under, it's just going to be as Zeneca's was about to pass him. So, like, I've got a feeling like he stopped, like, sees whatever the hell that was, and just kind of like tries to turn, but he's running too fast, and just kind of barrels sideways and rolls over,
Which way are you running? Show me.
splashing through the water. So he was basically about to run past where Critic was.
Mhm.
Sorry, 2 seconds. My roll 20 reset itself.
Nice.
Try to find it.
Play
So,
the
like-
game, please. Roll 20.
He was here, yes.
Yes.
So he was like about to get there,
Stop.
and then
Yep. Stop there.
he's gonna roll forward as he
back.
tried to stop.
Back one.
Right one.
Yes. As you stand there, Asara, Vanta, the same thing. Whoosh! An eruption of water, and you see the werewolf just shoom down under the water and disappear to. Hang on. Sorry, these are specific. Where are you going? Roll
Are
20.
they
Behave.
disappearing, or are they?
They are completely disappearing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You go.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Not there. There.
Interesting.
Roll 20. Behave. There.
Well,
Vanta's just gonna look at Asara.
Sorry, that's it.
getting to the bottom of the stairs, I would have definitely stopped seeing the water, all the water trap whatnot that we haven't run into any traps yet, but all the water we waded through, I would have definitely like skrr, and then thump, thump, both the boys go down, and all right, well,
I
just
think we should
us.
follow them.
No, we don't even know that they went to the same place.
That's fair.
They're gone. We have a choking, dying man upstairs. They're gonna have to fend for themselves. And can I do a check to try and glean?
Ooh, I
What
like
if
this
it's
Asara.
water?
It's inky black water. You can't see anything else.
Oh, good. I'm going to attempt to swim so I don't touch the bottom.
It's only a couple of feet deep. That would not be possible. I'm afraid.
You starfish, and I just gently nudge you. I can fly.
Vanta pushes me in the water.
Vanta will also say, "Oh, am I coming out? Okay. My mic might be a bit too
We're breaking up a little bit. Yeah.
Vanta says, I can fly. If you like. I didn't want to reveal this around Krieg in case I stole any of his thunder.
Very considerate.
Can you carry me?
I can fly.
It's just Vanta just...
I am strong enough, maybe, to try.
I mean, you could definitely, yeah, with and
Get
if
on
like
my back.
if Asara or if Asara's like walking along the wall, like helping you, it would work. Definitely, it's a good idea.
Okay, sweet.
This is grand.
So, would you say this is not a very bright room?
No, but with your
Would
amazing
you maybe
dark
put
vision,
dim
it's pretty
light?
good. You're in dim lights at the moment, yes.
No, but as in, perfect. I give myself a flying speed equal to my walking speed for 1 minute. Boom.
Very clear.
And Vanta, like,
I know Twilight Cleric say.
like, just kind of like T-pose, like, Superman almost. Just kind of like slowly rises from the ground.
Okay.
And just this
That
like
is
inexplicable
so
waft of
unsettling.
raven feathers.
Okay.
And I think, oh my god, you know what it's gonna look like? This is purely for aesthetics. It's gonna look like she's walking across the water, except she's just flying. Ha ha ha.
Wait, I like I bet how
I'll wait there for Asara
you,
to
like,
figure out a way.
holding Asara up as she walks along the wall, or are you like fireman carrying her?
Well, I think that's up to Asara.
Let's go. These boys are languishing.
Below my armpits.
I will. Okay, I will carry her fireman style.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, like this. This might be fun.
Like a small baby.
Like a
Okay.
baby, just in front, under my arm.
Yes.
Give
I
me a-
cast guidance of myself in case I have to make a strength check for this.
I was just about to say, make me a strength check, please.
18
Okay.
plus 2 plus 74 because guidance 22.
Asara, you almost ragdolled as Svanta firmly grabs you and throws her over her shoulder, and then just rises silently up into the air above the water, and
So
ghosts down
I
the
lived alone
corridor.
for a very long time and had to make a lot of repairs in my abbey.
So, where are you going?
That's my excuse.
You, Vanta, you just move yours,
Across?
and then Asara can catch up.
Neat. Okay.
How long does that last, by the way?
avoiding that patch. I'm not looking. Sorry.
How long does-
I can fly for a minute, but I can do it 3 times in total. So I'm trying to be as quick as possible.
Yep, go.
And looking to go to a flat surface. So I can move in 6 seconds, 30 feet.
Yep.
So I should be able to get a decent distance before it runs up.
As far as you can
Right,
see,
I'm
like
gonna go
far
for-
down into that far room as well as the whole distance you can see, it's just water the whole way.
Okay. Either side of me, do I see anything indicative of Esmeralda / a crypt here?
Yeah, the two north-south bits there that you can see, they slope down further, so it goes deeper water there. It goes to 5 feet deep, and just the top of 2 iron doors are sticking out. And again, from the south, you hear a, "Hello, who's there? Please help me."
Nope. What's something that only Esmeralda would do?
And there's one to the north as well. Now, just while you're thinking about that,
Cool.
Krieg, Xenicus, what you doing?
I would immediately look up to see if there was a way to get back up directly.
Let me read what's
What
going on
exactly
here. Okay, so you find yourselves in these cramped cells. Now, strange thing, Krieg. As you splash down into the water suddenly and look around, you see the bars in front of you, tightly knit bars that no way you could get through, rusted but looking pretty sturdy still. And under your feet, you feel the shift of coins under the water. Now, the water's much deeper here. It's 5 foot deep, so it's right up to your chest. But there are coins underfoot. Do you reach down and grab some?
No.
Okay.
Shiny magpie.
I don't know that Krieg would have. Yeah, that's Corbin.
Oh yeah.
Krieg, I don't think he would be willing to take anything monetary from Strahd.
Okay. Xenicus, you get a very interesting smell sensation as you appear in a similar small cell with bars on the front, as the smell of decay and rotting flesh assails your nostrils, as clinging to the bars of this otherwise empty cell is a rotting corpse of a male half-elf dressed in leather armor.
Oh, what a difference.
Yeah. It's clearly dead, yes.
Very.
Yeah. Zedekis rips it off the bars and then starts slamming his shoulders into the bars.
Okay.
Trying to slam his way through.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. Yay for werewolf, I have advantage.
Nice. You'll need
But I
it.
still have a -1 technically. Because Zedekis is not strong.
You have a -1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, on my thing. Well, that was a nat 20 on the advantage. -1.
With a,
Oh,
so 19?
Yes.
Okay. You slam yourself very strongly, very wholeheartedly into these bars, and they do not shift.
Yeah. I guess when you asked that I have a -1, that was you going, cool, so you can never do this.
Yes. It is over 20. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he is just clawing at it then,
So
if he can
Krieg,
do that.
Krieg, immediately to your south, you hear a huge slam and Xenicus' roaring voice, quite close by.
Enikus?
15 feet south of you.
You're gonna growl back.
Okay, yeah. Good to hear a familiar voice.
Ruh-roh.
Wow. Sound. Either way.
Raggy, we're in Rubbo.
Is there anything in your cell? Can you see above you? What do you see?
You get a grunt back.
I'm gonna take that as nothing.
Mhm.
Another grunt of more affirmative grunt.
An affirmative grunt, yeah.
And then another bang as he slashed his shoulders into the
Right.
rock thing again.
I think I'm
I
gonna
don't-
have you take a point of bludgeoning damage for that. Just one.
Yeah.
one. Krieg, what you doing? And then we go back to the girls.
I don't see anything above me, right?
Nope. Just the ceiling.
Okay. I am going to. God damn it. I'm gonna search this cell for any type of keys or switches or something.
Loose
Uh-huh.
bricks.
Yeah, a loose brick, anything at all.
You do see, actually, which one? Let me just get the right one here. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, you do actually see, as you look out the bars, look out into the corridor, down the bottom corner, the southeast corner, there is actually light heading out of one of the cells down there, spilling out, despite your amazing dark vision that you've been given.
Huh.
It's brighter down that direction. So one thing, what do you want to do before you go back?
Okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on myself to
Sure.
see if there are any magical items in this cell.
Within what distance is that?
I think it's 30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Okie doke. Let me double check for you. Doobie-doo. Okay, you cast it. You don't sense anything in your cell. Are you
Okay.
Are you ritually casting that? Or just casting it straight up?
Yeah, I mean,
Drive safe, Alicia.
I don't think I understand your question. I'm sorry.
Well, certain spells you can cast as a ritual, but that takes like 10 minutes. So we need to go and do
Oh.
the girls' things before that.
Oh yeah,
Take
no. I
10
was
minutes.
Just straight casting it.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you cast it, and you don't sense anything where you are, but there is a certain glow of magical energy coming from about 15 feet south of you, where Xenicus is.
Uh-huh. Xenicus.
And
Oh.
down towards where that light is as well, there's a stronger source of magic down there.
Xenicus, there's something magical in your cell. I need you to stop ramming the bars and
Stand
Look
down,
around.
wolf boy. Stand down.
what do you see? Look for
What do your wolf
strange
eyes?
Like he's like at the probably like a few like attempts that he's done. Like he's gonna like realize that this is not working, and then like hear that you're saying that, and just like start rummaging through like first that corpse, and then like scraping at the water, just like
Mhm.
trying to see if there's anything that can help him.
Okay.
Getting desperate.
As you start searching that corpse, you find that it has a sheathed longsword, which is usable, and there are 2 belt pouches. One of them contains 5 gemstones, for future reference, worth 50 gold pieces each, and the other contains a glass vial. And inside, you see... Let's have a look here. A blue potion that bubbles and steams inside the glass vial as if it's boiling.
So Seneca sees a longsword, 5 gems, and a glass vial.
Yep.
And Horvin has told him that something's magical in here. He drinks the potion. He's getting desperate. Oh no, Horvin's sorry.
Greg
drink- you
would
drink it?
definitely approve.
Yeah,
Okay.
he drinks it. He's getting panicky. He needs to get out here to save Amaris.
So you
He's-
you break the cork, and you can hear it fizzing and bubbling as you just like knock it back, and for the next hour, if you could jot this down, please.
Yep.
You have 10 temporary HP,
Oh,
and
There's
for
that piercing back.
that same 1 hour period, you are under the effect of a bless spell.
Ooh,
that could have gone a lot worse.
yeah.
What does that mean?
That means that whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a d4.
Oh, so it's like constant guidance.
Guidance, yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately, not ability checks, such as ramming through these bars.
yeah.
Don't worry, I had it. Well, my next plan, which was that he's like, before Craig told him that, he's like, he tries that, he kind of feels that energy and thinks that a renewed
But
way of getting out of this.
Before we get to that,
Okay.
girls, what you doing? Yos, yos.
Okay,
We T-pose
we T-pose. I want to just really quickly, just in case they've done something to Esmeralda and magic turn to someone else, because I know they can change forms. I just want to call out the names of your horses. What are they? You have 3 seconds to answer. 3, 2, 1. We move on. Easy. So move on.
You hear you start moving. I don't have any
Thank you.
bloody horses. You're just going
Perfect.
past.
You're not Esmeralda.
And you definitely heard the noises of the boys to the north there, through that door. What do you got?
Sorry.
Stop it.
Well, unless Osiris does something.
Oh, sorry, my thing. I'm
Oh,
gonna say,
sorry, I
"Wait,
slipped
wait,
all the way down here."
they're there. And then we just T-pose back. They're there.
Yeah, we reverse T-pose.
Well, no, hang on. Did you go there
Boys.
and then go back?
Yeah, we went here, and then we went back. Well,
Okay, we'll stop there then.
Did we go back?
You'll find out.
Oh, maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't.
Yes. Okay, so you T-pose down the corridor, and as you do, you come out into a room full of torture equipment, Iron Maidens, racks, cages hanging from bowsprits on the walls, still covered with this black, glossy liquid water throughout the whole room. But to the north, your eyes are immediately drawn to a raised dais with two high-backed red velvet chairs looking down on this as if a gallery at an opera house. And up on one of those chairs, tied firmly to it and gagged, you see Esmeralda de Avenir in a black velvet dress with a high-necked collar, much like the serving girl in the dining room. And seeing you come into the room, her eyes go wide, and she's like,
She can't really do anything else right now.
Welcome back, Baron.
Sorry, boys.
Oh, thank you.
I T-pose over to Esmeralda.
No. Sarah's definitely like,
I'm very
wait,
confused.
we don't know. We need T-posing into the room. This is a big room. Let's get the boys first. They're in there. They're stuck in there. I'm reaching behind me and like tugging on her hair.
That was the only prompt Sarah needed to give. So, we go back.
I love the idea of like Esmeralda seeing these T-poses towards her and then just float backwards. Like, yeah, nah.
Back up. I
And then I
definitely
guess-
say as we're leaving, I'm like, sorry,
I'll
Esmeralda,
just
but
sit here
you
and be
sound like
tortured.
there's a trap in here.
One at a time. Esmeralda, after everything you've been through today, that must have been your mind playing tricks on you. But for a
It's
brief
just bad fucking with me, honestly.
a brief moment,
Was that actually true?
you were sure you saw Vanta and Asara float into the room and then ghost back out of it.
But that's not possible.
And you
Because Vanta can't fly.
look up to the ceiling and cast
Okay.
Strahd for his mind games.
I will definitely say something to the effect of, sounded like you were trying to say there's a trap in here. We'll be right back with the boys. As we float out.
Okay, so you go back and find your way back to that sloping corridor down to that deeper water. There's not room to fly out to the water here, I'm afraid, Vanta. You're gonna have to touch down. Splash.
That'll have to be fine.
So you both slowly lower into the water. Nothing happens. And you find yourself at that door. Now, let me double check. Make sure it's...
Nothing happens.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Where are you?
We were immune to whatever you guys got
Favoritism.
whacked by.
Favoritism.
There are some very specific locations in that corridor that some people stood on and some people did not.
Favoritism.
You barreled in. That's what happens when you barrel.
Okay.
Well, there's more barrels upstairs. We can get them on the way out.
Sure, it would any other day it would have been Vanta, so she's not going to gloat about this this time.
Okay. Now, you two splash down into the water and try those doors and find that these are open. So you push it, and you have to push it a little. You have to push it. You have to work a little hard to get it, with the water giving some resistance there. But you push the doors open, and if Roll20 could please move, I will deal with that door for you. Like this. Boop. So, Vanta, as you open the door, you see a long corridor ahead of you with cells, barred doors to cells on either side. There is a light glowing from the one to your nearest on the right side, and you can hear the angry sounds of a werewolf and the flustered sounds of an Aarakocra on the left, further along.
I'm now slashing at the bars, trying to weaken them.
Clang,
Lightning,
clang, clang.
lightning coming out of my claws. Because
Save it, boys.
I took the d6 damage as well to set that up.
Here you go.
Okay.
So the sparks coming off these metal bars as he's slashing at them.
Vanta will refrain from touching any metal at the moment. Just in
And-
case.
Be careful, the
Who's
water
in
as
the
well. You're
third?
5 foot deep in water.
No, it's above. It's fine.
Are you already in there, Vanta? Or... I'm gonna walk.
No,
back.
she will. Let's go for. Oh, hang on. No, yeah, she'll go in. I think she will float it. Just to.
I think
just-
that's going to run out any second now.
Just for a moment.
I think you can get.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can get
She's
to there.
pragmatic
Yeah.
effect.
Just happens to run out.
Alright,
Just
who do
she
I happen
lands.
upon first? Who's this?
I say she lands just out. Like
Uh-huh.
the flying just runs out as she just crosses into Craig's line of sight, and she's like, "Whew!"
So,
Who's? Can I see
Cree
who's
will
in
have to
there?
live with that wonder. Did she fly?
say again, Sarah.
Can I see who's in here?
Well, first, as you enter that room, you see to the east of you there is a dull light coming from under the water of that cell, and then to the west, you see. Let's see, an empty cell containing nothing of interest, quote unquote. And then as you carry on to the north, you see on the left side, on the west side there, Xenocus angrily trying to break free. And on the right side, is there anything in there? Nope. No, it looks empty as well.
As I come in front of Xenocus, just like, shh. I'm gonna be like, look, can you calm down? This is the second mess you've gotten yourself into, and I'm gonna immediately
Like
go
snout
towards
comes
the lock.
through the bars, like growling.
Is there a
Teeth.
lock?
Yes, there is. There is a padlock on this door.
I'm a thieves' tools this.
Go for it.
Hey, I'm going to.
Well, there goes my
I'll take
immersion.
this lock.
That's gonna be 24.
24. Excellent.
Now, as I'm doing it, I'm gonna be like, now if I let you out of here, can you wait a second? Or are you gonna get put in one of these other cells? Because we have things to do.
We found Esmeralda, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
Just left
Oh,
it,
where
so
are
to
you,
say.
Cree?
She's saying that distinctly to Xenocus as this snout comes out, I think.
And as you're
That was
having
the
that
wrong
conversation,
thing
as
to say.
you're having that conversation, as you're saying that, Asara, you feel the padlock click open and drift away from the lock. And Xenocus, you're pushing, just like straining against these bars,
Yeah.
like an impatient boy. And
I
you
will point.
knocked
I get that it's
Asara back.
He got out and he started to like slowly calm. You could see like the breath slowly calming, and then Vanta said, "We found Esmeralda."
Oh gosh.
Hell yeah!
Go anywhere.
Hey,
Craig,
we don't have time for you to be calm.
I'm over
He's-
here.
Starts to
over here.
move south.
Right,
He'll like stick his hand out of the thing.
Okay.
let's do that one.
Vanta, while this is happening, what are you doing?
I was with Asara. I'm basically right next to her.
Yeah,
and,
are you doing anything?
I told Xenocus where Esmeralda is.
Mhm.
She'll
Okay.
follow Xenocus. I don't think she'll wait.
Okay, you're starting to move.
Sorry.
Okay, you see.
There's
Let's see
nothing
here.
much she can do here. She's not a rogue.
Okay, so you move that way. Yep. Asara, what you doing?
Yes.
I just did sleight of hand to unlock Krieg's cell, and I got a 27.
That'll do it. Another click. As Krieg, you feel that clink, clink, clink as you walk over those coins.
God. Okay, so Craig is going to exit the cell and immediately head towards that powerful magic that he saw.
Yep.
So how wide are these bars, just for reference?
They are, because this is a slightly older module, so it gives very specific information about things like that. As all the gamers back in that day were just like super into that kind of stuff.
Exactly, 3.6 centimeters wide.
Uh-huh.
Well, now come on, it's not. It's all imperial. Quite.
You know it,
Backwards nation.
America, baby.
I mean, we use it some of the time.
The hinged
Yeah,
doors. Yeah, England's really messed up.
Yeah, we're truly feral.
Did it too.
The hinged doors, Craig, are made up of 1-inch thick rusted iron bars spaced 4 inches apart, with horizontal crossbars spaced 6 inches apart, closing off each cell door.
Got it. Okay. Cool. So Craig is not gonna bother Asara. He's going to use, like, you see the fey bugs kind of swirl into like his hand.
Yep.
And then it projects a second hand, and he's gonna use Mage Hand to like get this item that he can see.
Okay,
With
so yeah,
spell.
you. Where is it? Okay. So yeah, as you get down to that where the glowing light is coming out, you can actually look through the water properly, and you can see a glowing blade beneath the water.
Ooh. I want it.
I will sit, my precious. Okay, can your bugs actually carry things? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I do. Swarmkeeper does give me a Mage Hand spell.
Oh,
so-
excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
So the bugs into the water, and you can see that there's all these little. They instantly kind of shift into little water beetles. They're like
Yeah.
swimming down,
That's so cool.
and they just gather. So you just see this kind of bluish light from the blade, surrounded by these little pinpricks of greenish light swarming around it and bearing it up higher and higher. Actually, easier for them to carry under the water, a little bit with the buoyancy of the water, and they deftly maneuver it so it goes on its side, so it can fit through that 4-inch gap easily. And
Yeah, boys.
the hilt of a sword, a short sword, emerges from the water, like as if the Lady of the Lake herself was rising it up.
Best buddy, old pal.
And therefore, Craig became King of England.
Where is this mythical land? England.
Zeneca sits behind him with a pair of empty coconut shells.
England. I don't believe it.
What is the flight
Mythical land
speed of a laden
Suddenly
North African bat?
contemplating I was about to say.
Let's go
As
back.
long as he doesn't start chanting Ingerland, Ingerland, we're okay.
So, Crick,
England.
as you
Yeah.
grasp thus the hilt of that sword, you feel it reaching for you, as if trying to attune with you. So you're going to join the others, just carrying the sword?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, Seneca's skidded to a stop at the stairs, seeing the place that he was previously, and is now like
That way.
sniffing at the water, like trying to get an idea of like, is there any more
No,
traps?
I'm,
Sniffing at the water.
you're fine. Wait,
Stop, Xanta.
Vanter's
Vanta,
fine.
whoosh, and vanishes.
Yeah. That's why Seneca's
She's like, wait, takes one step. Oh,
Oh, no, hang on, sorry.
Land the
I
spell?
misread. That one,
I'm
sorry.
good.
Nope, you're up there.
I'm good.
Nope, wrong cell. That's all.
I'm not good.
And Vanta, you find yourself in a cell across from where Craig had been. You're like, sorry, Craig, bye. Oh shit. And you find yourself in a small shell behind the bars, rattling at them. Nobody knows.
I can fly again.
You can,
I just need to get out.
but where to?
Uh-huh.
I have
I'm
a
so
question.
exasperated. I'm like, we're on a time limit, guys.
I will just like put my head between the bars right in front of Asara and say, I would like to get out now.
24.
Click.
Is there? How does the walls and the roof look? Is there anything that his claws could try and grab onto to try and avoid the water?
It's stonework. It looks difficult.
He's
Got a
going.
werewolf leap or something?
He's going to try and actually, yeah, I think instead of that, because he thinks that whatever, because it was there, he's going to try and bounce off this wall here to the east and jump past in the
You
direction that
parkour?
Vanta told him to. Yeah,
Okay.
parkouring towards that.
Give me an acrobatic check.
Nice. Ooh, he's good at these. Ooh, that is +5, 22.
Okay, where do you land?
Well, it depends how far can I jump. Technically, that's a good point.
Check that out.
Does it tell me?
Craig, in the meantime, are you flying?
Yes.
So you have to wade up to the top of the stairs there into that east-west corridor. But as soon as you get to the top of the stairs, you can fly up over the water.
Oh, thank God.
And are you going to fly off down to the west there?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly over here into the opening and wait for everyone.
Well, as you get there, you see to the north, up on that dais, Esmeralda tied to the chair.
Oh God.
Gagged. And she, sorry, Marin, I didn't tell you this. She is trying to call out to you, but muffled by this guy. Excuse me. But also her eyes, and she's nodding desperately down at the water in the main room, like that.
As best you can, while being really bound.
Yeah, this reeks of trappiness, and
Yes, you can see all the various torture equipment littered around this room.
For the love of God, stop doing things!
I'm flying.
Vanta is gonna help Sarah and herself by flying once more and heading out to where Esmeralda is on that platform.
Okay,
We're
go
just
for it.
gonna go straight there, no dilly dally.
Go for it.
I guess Zedekis is still technically in
Glad
the
that
front
is
here.
easy.
It's hard for me to do the roll 20, so I'm just gonna go.
'Cause,
Imagine Sarah's with me.
Zedekis,
I'm flying, Krieg. I can fly.
Yeah, and
What
you
the hell?
and Krieg would probably arrive there at the same time. So Krieg, as you're kind of moving across, avoiding all these nasty contraptions protruding up out of the water, these dark shapes that you could see, and were kind of worried by as you first saw them, but they turn out to be, well, equally worrying items looming up out of the water, and you fly over them and alight on the dais. The dais is up out of the water.
I'm struggling even more right now, just wildly.
what
Where-
happened? Zedekis then?
Well, how far did you jump?
Chilling
I
in the
was gonna say
puddles.
because
That's what
he was way in front of everyone else at the time because he
But-
ran out as soon as
Yeah.
Jade came. So
Yep. So I was waiting on the ruling on
Okay.
that.
it doesn't add any more movement as far as I can see. It doesn't say anything.
But there's
extra
a
about
there's a max that you can jump, isn't there? There's a distance that you can jump. You
No
use
idea.
you have to use your
If you're a long
movements
jump,
to
if
do
you
it,
run in a
but there
straight
is
line, you can make an athletics check.
Okay.
Hang on.
No idea.
it's
what
in the
this is.
it's in the movement rules in the player's handbook.
Okay, let's have a look then. Movement 5e. Jump. Jump. Jumping. Jumping. Long jump. I can make 10 feet of movement, which I can do. Long jump.
Yeah, your strength determines how far you can jump.
Then not far.
So you can, when you do a long jump, you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score, not modifier, score,
Okay.
if you move at least 10 feet first.
So I can. So if I move 10 feet, I can move 8 feet.
Your strength is 8?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
He's
boy.
not as strong.
In your werewolf form?
It doesn't change my strength score. It just gives me advantage on strength checks.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Okay, so you run up the stairs to here. Yes?
So he ran before he got to the top of the step. He wanted to leap off that wall and then kind of bounce.
Okay, so that'll
This
put
way.
you, well, I mean, that's 15 feet to there, so that'll put you, here.
And then
So-
he was going to try and continue running.
Put your token where you're going,
So I guess he would be there, and he was going to try and continue running.
and then he's running from there. So
Yep.
move which direction you're going, just one space.
Yep.
Is everyone else going to the dais?
Yes.
Okay, so please move yourselves up there. And wait up there,
Good.
buddy. Wait up there. Because so you parkour off the wall, splash
Yeah.
down into the water, looked nervously for a second, nothing happened, and so you took the first step there, and
Yep.
really wished that Krieg had opened that bar to get that sword, because you end up in that cell as whoosh.
Then they would have all come flying out just as that probably happened and not saw him get taken away.
Yeah, Zeneca's has clearly run ahead of you, but when you get to the main room, he's not there.
Zeneca's is in a cell again.
You hear a howl of complete rage from behind you guys.
I physically am unable to do anything for this. I've only got one flying situation left, but
Well,
I need to save it.
let's just leave Zeneca's there for a moment. As you alight on the raised dais up here above the torture chamber, and what do you do?
Untie Esmeralda
Oh.
immediately.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
pulling it off. Okay, and Esmeralda?
I take a giant breath because I haven't been able to breathe properly for a while. And- Where's Zenicus? Where's Zenicus? Imaris, what happened? What happened? How are you here? What's going on?
I'm pretty sure Zenicus is in a cage. We floated here, and Aramaris is dying. So we really need you to give us whatever potion, antidote, whatnot Strahd said you had, which you might not even have because he seems like a liar.
There's a lot to unpack there, but there's no time for that. She does pull out. You see around her neck, she's this beautiful colored dress, but attached to it is a little pendant with a little vial, and she pulls it out immediately. And it's like this. We need to get it to Imar as soon as possible. Where is he?
Yes, ma'am. And Krieg is going to snatch that vial and fly his tail feathers as fast as he can back up to Iamaris.
You turn around to launch yourself off the dais and start flying back, and as you do, the waters of the room start to churn and the surface breaks, and from amongst the skeletons hanging limp, the last victims of the torture victims on these various apparatus here, amongst those from under the water, you see rotting limbs and flesh with large pieces hanging off, eyes hanging out of sockets as zombies rise up from under the water and starts to crowd towards the dais there. And we shall stop for this evening.
Oh god. Good.
So much stuff.
Good stuff.
Very, very
Thank you
Great.
so much, everyone. Thank you to all you
Oh my
lovely
God.
players. Thank you to everyone who was watching. Thank you to everyone that came by. And thank you for the follows and everything. That's great. Lovely to have you with us. Lovely to have Esmeralda back in one piece. And hopefully you can get past these zombies and back to help Iamaris in the castle above. Now, if you are so inclined and want to see some more storytelling from a couple of these fine people here and some others too, then do join us tomorrow as we continue our descent into Avernus. What is this job that Mephistopheles, the archdevil of the 8th layer of the hells, what has he got them about? What are they doing for him? And we shall go find out what's going on there. And also next week, on Tuesday, for us over here in Japan, we will be continuing up in Icewind Dale with Rhyme of the Frost Maiden as they delve further, deeper into the Duergar fortress of Sunblight, King Sunblight, and his mad scheme to create a crystalline dragon to rent and rage through all of 10 towns and claim the surface world for the Duergar. Will they be able to stop him in time? Then, before we come back into Barovia for Thursday us, Wednesday evening for North America, we will be down in the Underdark, where the adventurers have arrived at Dark Lake, but as they were fashioning mushroom boats to go across the waters towards Slupludup, the Kuatoa capital, the Minotaur Ignatius was taking a breather after cutting down all of those Zirkwood mushrooms, and the little Darrow that was their companion came over and revealed himself to think that he is an avatar of the Darrow god of slaughter and chaos, and cast magic on the barbarian and started to pull out knives to lay out his innards in that particular arcane pattern that he wanted to for his god. Come and see what happens there, as there's rather a lot going on over here on Phoenix Suaki at the moment. Don't miss out on any of it. If you can't join us live, catch up with the VODs, give us a follow so we know what's going on when we're going live, and thank you again. It was absolutely lovely to have you by. If you get the chance, check out our friends over at North Shore DM with Quest Junkies UK and Carney Sideshow as well. So much good D&D going on at the moment. Stay tuned for exciting news in May of a charity event that we'll be taking part in. Lots of information to follow on that. There is our Twitter on our main page here on Twitch. Follow the Twitter to get all of that information as it comes out, and little sneak peeks as to what's happening in the sessions that day. And I'm exhausted. That's a lot. So it's all going off and it's all good stuff. So thank you so much for joining us. But for today, as we like to say around these parts, what you see me to say?
That's me.
Yasumi.
Yes, and that's